Scrapped film projects, a tsunami of condemnation, and a major surge in Instagram followers. Is it time for a Will Smith comeback? Almost immediately after the Oscars fray, Will Smith felt the heat from the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, the organization at the heart of the awards ceremony. In the week following the incident, the star initiated a disciplinary action for himself and resigned from the Academy. In a statement obtained by CNN, Smith expressed regret for his actions and suggested he was dedicated to learning from his mistakes, saying, "I want to put the focus back on those who deserve attention for their achievements. So I'm resigning from membership in the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences and will accept any further consequences the board deems appropriate." However, this wasn't the only punishment he received in conjunction with the Academy. In the days following the actor's resignation, the Board of Governors issued a statement that declared Smith would be banned from all Academy events, both virtual and in person, for the next 10 years. Per NPR, the statement read in part, "This action we are taking today in response to Will Smith's behavior is a step toward a larger goal of protecting the safety of our performers and guests, and restoring trust in the Academy." Many of Will Smith's film projects were negatively impacted by the Oscars incident. On April 2, 2022, just days after the award show, The Hollywood Reporter revealed that Smith's upcoming film with Netflix, Fast and Loose, had been put on hold. According to CNET, the platform also cancelled plans to start production on Bright 2, a sequel to David Ayer's critically panned yet popular 2017 film Bright. Smith's Disney Plus nature show Pole to Pole has also been delayed. Meanwhile, Variety reported that the release date of its prestige Apple TV Plus film, Antoine Fuqua's Emancipation, has been pushed back to 2023.
I will look in triumph at my enemies.
Though many film and television companies have dropped Will Smith from existing deals, others have stuck by the actor's side and remain unaffected by the Oscars controversy. For example, Smith's film Bad Boys 4 is still greenlit and has plans to move forward in production. The actor is also allegedly in talks with his production company Westbrook Studios to star in I Am Legend 2, a sequel to his popular 2007 film. When someone is involved in such a controversial event, being cancelled and subsequently losing fans and followers across social media is not only common, but also expected. Prior to the Oscars altercation, Will Smith spent years growing his social media presence. Thankfully for Smith, his online following was not impacted in a negative way after the Oscars. As a matter of fact, while the star stepped back from updating his profiles, his social media following apparently skyrocketed. Following the incident, the star's Social Blade statistics, per HITC, seemed to indicate his Instagram followers increased by 163,000 followers to a total of 61.5 million. The star's Instagram followers appear to have increased even further to over 63 million. Clearly, in terms of social media, Smith still appears to hold a significant following, which can only help his comeback in the future.
We're going to the Amazon jungle. I'm in Ecuador, and I just went to the bathroom, and I wanted to share with y'all. That's pretty.
Following the Oscar slap, Will Smith received an inordinate amount of public condemnation, not just from fans, but also from peers in his field. Immediately after the event, many celebrities took to social media to share their input on the situation. While some were more neutral and gentle in their responses, others were fiercely critical. Comedian Kathy Griffin wrote on Twitter, "Let me tell you something, it's a very bad practice to walk up on stage and physically assault a comedian. Now we all have to worry about who wants to be the next Will Smith in comedy clubs and theaters." Shortly after the incident, Smith issued a public apology on Instagram, which mentioned Rock, writing, "I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line, and I was wrong." However, Kenny Rock, the comedian's brother, wasn't pleased with the public attempt at contrition. Regarding the apology, Kenny told the Los Angeles Times, "No, I don't accept it because I don't think it was genuine. I think his publicist and the people that work under him probably advised him to do that." In a similar fashion, Rose Rock, mother to the comedian, told WIS-TV that when she witnessed the slap from her home television, she felt as if she was slapped as well. Suggesting that Smith hadn't personally contacted the comedian, she likewise criticized the actor's Instagram apology and said, "His people wrote up a piece saying I apologize to Chris Rock, but you see something like that is personal. You reach out." Throughout his long career, Will Smith mostly managed to maintain a reputation for being a decent and respectable celebrity. Subsequently, the Oscars altercation may have seemed out of character to those who know him personally. According to ET, Smith started going to therapy shortly after the incident took place. Despite not knowing much about the actor's therapy sessions, sources have shared what may have pushed Smith to the point of yelling and slapping Chris Rock on stage. Regarding the incident, a source told The Sun, essentially, Will was deeply triggered by Chris's demeaning comments about his wife's alopecia. He was taken straight back to childhood, seeing his mum getting abused by his dad. In his 2021 memoir, Will, the actor, touched upon the guilt he felt at being unable to step up and defend his mom. One day, after witnessing his dad hurt her so bad that she was spitting blood, Smith wrote, "Within everything that I have done since then, there has been a subtle string of apologies to my mother for my inaction that day." A source further revealed to The Sun that Smith is eager to work through his childhood trauma in therapy, which will hopefully make a difference in how he approaches and deals with conflicts in the future.
There is no part of me that thinks that was the right way.
If you or someone you know is dealing with domestic abuse, you can call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233. You can also find more information, resources, and support at their website,